Sheikha Hind bint Maktoum. Al Maktoum lives in a world where wealth is hard to imagine. Her $400 million super yacht is covered in gold. Her castle walls are covered in diamonds, and her garage is full of supercars worth millions of dollars. Her life is full of private islands, rare jewels, and private jets because she is the senior wife of Dubai's ruler. But what secrets does this beautiful kingdom hide? Find out how the richest queen in Dubai lives her lavish life. Sheikha Hind bint Maktoum. Al Maktoum, who was born on February 12, 1962, is the First Lady of Dubai and the most admired woman in the world. She comes from the Al Maktoum family, which has ruled Dubai since 1833. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum married her in 1979, and she now lives in the middle of a family whose estimated $18 billion in wealth allows them to live an unmatched, luxurious life. Zabil Palace, her main home in Dubai, is a huge work of art with more than 170 rooms decorated with rare Arabian decorative cloths, chandeliers made by hand in Italy, and elaborate gold-embellished woodwork. The palace's grounds are huge and have well-kept gardens with imported roses, marble ponds, and a private lake with fish from other countries. The Al Maktoum family's love of luxury is clear in every detail, from the silk-covered furniture to the 24-karat gold doorknobs. This home, which is worth more than $200 million, is a private retreat where Sheikha Hind hosts secret events for the world's most powerful people, with food prepared by Michelin-starred cooks and entertainment provided by famous performers. Sheikha Hind and Sheikh Mohammed's wedding in 1979 was a show that changed what wealth meant in Dubai. With a price tag of $100 million, it set a Guinness World Record as the most expensive wedding ever. For the event, a custom-built venue with room for 20,000 people was built in the desert. Over the course of 5 days, there were parades of 200 camels wearing gold harnesses and Bedouin dancers dressed in silk robes. There was also a rare show by the Dubai Air Force, whose jets painted the sky with the UAE's colors. Over 10,000 people, including royals from Saudi Arabia and important people from Europe, ate luxury fish eggs, truffles, and sweets covered in gold. Sheikha Hind, who was 17 years old, wore a tailored dress with 5,000 pearls and a 10-pound diamond tiara. The event, which would cost $300 million today, was more than just a wedding. It was Dubai's bold way of showing the world how rich it is, and Sheikha Hind became a symbol of royal luxury. Zabil Palace is more than just a house. It shows how well-off Sheikha Hind's life is. Inside, there is a private movie theater with velvet chairs and a 100-foot screen, a spa with a Turkish bath lined with mother-of-pearl, and a dining hall with 200 seats and Swarovski crystal centerpieces. Sheikha Hind really loves animals, so she built a private zoo in her home with 50 rare ones like white Bengal cats, African cheetahs, and a pair of albino peacocks. A group of 20 animal experts take care of each animal's climate-controlled area, which has plants from other countries. The zoo costs $5 million a year to run, and the big cats eat high-end beef as part of their food. A private horse stable next to the zoo is home to 30 high-class Arabian stallions, each worth up to $2 million. These horses are trained for races around the world. They live in stalls with marble floors and silver brushes for grooming. The house is so fancy that it has an underground garage that holds 15 of Sheikha Hind's personal cars, including a $1.5 million Bentley Mulsanne with diamond-studded dashboards. Sheikha Hind owns properties in 6 countries, including Zabil Palace. This shows that she has access to the $12 billion property empire of the Al Maktoum family. The family owns 2 private islands off the coast of Palm Jumeirah in Dubai. Each one has a 20,000-square-foot house with private beaches and infinity pools. 10 speedboats and a private helicopter serve these getaways, which are worth a total of $150 million. The family owns 50 homes in Dubai's most exclusive neighborhood, Emirates Hills. The prices of these villas range from $25 million to $60 million. Inside each house, there are waterfalls, private lifts, and helipads on the roof. Internationally, Sheikha Hind likes the 200-acre, $95 million Long Cross estate in Surrey, England. It has a 30-room house, a private golf course, and a lake with rare koi fish. In London, she can get into a $22 million home in Belgravia that has 5,000 bottles of old French wine in the wine cellar and is decorated with antique French chandeliers. A $16.5 million house in Woodside, Berkshire, is surrounded by old oak trees and has a hunting lodge and a 10-car garage. These houses, which are worth more than $600 million altogether, give Sheikha Hind access to a worldwide network of high-end homes. The marine luxury items owned by the Al Maktoum family make Sheikha Hind's life even better. Their most famous boat is the 531-foot super yacht Dubai, which is worth $400 million and is the world's third-largest private yacht. On its 7 decks, there is a swimming pool with mosaic tiles, a disco with laser lights, and a boat for trips underwater. The 2,000-square-foot master room is only for Sheikha Hind and Sheikh Mohammed. It has a bed made of mahogany and Egyptian cotton draped over it. The dining room on the boat has 50 seats and a 20-foot crystal table with gold-plated cutlery. A helipad lets Sheikha Hind come by private helicopter, and an 88-person crew takes care of all of her needs, from making sushi with fish flown in from Japan every day to keeping up a spa with a Himalayan salt sauna. The family also owns the 73-meter Silver Zwei, which has a pool on the roof, and the 282-foot Quattro L, which is worth $180 million and has a lounge with a glass bottom where you can watch marine life. With these ships, worth a total of $700 million, Sheikha Hind can throw fancy parties or get away to private Mediterranean coves. Sheikha Hind also travels in style, thanks to her family's fleet of 8 private jets, which are worth a total of $1.2 billion. The showpiece is a $400 million plus customized Airbus A380, with a bathroom made of marble, a lounge with a 75-inch high-quality screen, and a bedroom with a king-sized bed that can rotate. A $500 million Boeing 747 has a dining room for 20 people, where chefs make meals like lobster dish while the plane is in the air. 25 people work on each jet. The pilots were trained in Europe, and the flight attendants speak 5 languages. The insides are lined with gold leaf and wood, and the Wi-Fi speeds are as fast as those on the ground. Sheikha Hind takes these jets to private getaways in the Maldives or to fashion shows in Paris. They keep her comfortable at 40,000 feet. As part of the $50 million a year maintenance of the fleet, the jets' outsides are polished to a mirror shine. Sheikha Hind's collection of supercars on land is like a moving gallery of luxury car art. In her climate-controlled garage at Zabiel Palace, she keeps a $13 million Rolls-Royce Sweeptail, which is one of only 2 ever made and has a panoramic glass roof and a back deck that looks like a yacht from the 1920s. There is a 740-horsepower engine in a $2 million Ferrari 599XX that was painted by hand in Rosso Corsa. She also has a $1.8 million Lamborghini Veneno, which is one of only 9 made and has a carbon fiber body and scissor doors. There is a $3 million Koenigsegg Jesko that can go 300 miles per hour and a $1.5 million hybrid McLaren P1 in the collection. The value of the whole fleet goes over $250 million thanks to Sheikh Mohammed's gifts, which include a Bugatti Veyron that is covered in gold and costs $2 million, as well as 5 special Rolls-Royce Phantoms that each cost $1 million. Every month, technicians flown in from Italy repair each car, making sure they run perfectly. Horse racing is another thing that Sheikha Hind loves that makes her life even more luxurious. The Godolphin Stable, which is owned by the Al Maktoum family and has locations in Dubai and Newmarket, England, is a $2 billion business that houses 200 racehorses. A top horse, like the stallion Dubawi, is worth $15 million, and it costs $500,000 to raise it. Her favorite horses run in races like the $12 million Dubai World Cup, which she has won 7 times since 1996. The stable has a veterinary center with MRI machines and a training ground that is 1,200 acres and has a pool for horses to use for water therapy. The costs each year add up to $200 million, which includes $1 million for each horse to feed and train. At Maiden Racecourse, she has a private viewing box with bulletproof glass and a private chef. From there, she can see the whole race. This business, which combines sports and luxury, makes her even more of a worldwide racing star. Sheikha Hind's wealth also comes through in fashion. There are 1,000 custom-made abayas in her room, which is 5,000 square feet and cost between $10,000 and $50,000 each. Hand-stitched gold thread and Swarovski diamonds are used to make these clothes by designers from Chanel, Dior, and the Lebanese fashion house Elie Saab. Using silk from Lyon, France, it can take up to 200 hours to make a single abaya. A 50-carat emerald necklace by Graf, a 30-carat pink diamond ring by Harry Winston, and a sapphire tiara that used to belong to European royalty are all in her $100 million jewelry collection. She has 200 handbags, 50 of which are Hermes Birkins and are each worth $200,000. One of them is covered in 2,000 diamonds. She has 1,500 sets of shoes, such as Manolo Blahniks in ostrich leather and Louboutins with ruby heels. Gulf elites follow the fashions she wears to private galas, where she wears gowns with pearls on them. Sheikha Hind is very wealthy, and she collects rare items and works of art. There are 300 works of art in her private gallery at Zabeel Palace. A $20 million Picasso, a $15 million Monet, and a $10 million Basquiat are among them. These artworks are moved between her homes and monitored by high-level security systems. She has a $5 million Persian rug from the 17th century that was woven with gold thread and is on show in the reception hall of her palace. She has a $1.5 million Patek Philippe with a diamond frame and a $2 million Richard Mille watch with a special mechanism in her collection. These things were bought at auctions in Geneva and New York, and they are insured for $150 million. She also collects rare texts, such as a $3 million Quran from the 9th century that is bound with sapphires. These possessions, which combine her cultural background with smart business choices, raise the status of her wealth. The business activities of the Al Maktoum family support Sheikha Hind's way of life. Dubai Holding is in charge of projects like the $1 billion Jumeirah Beach residence and has $50 billion in resources under its control. Emirates Airlines makes $30 billion a year with its fleet of 270 planes. DP World handles 70 million items every year through its 80 ports around the world. Hotel Royal apartments in the Jumeirah Group, like the Burj Al Arab, cost $25,000 a night. Sheikh Mohammed runs these businesses, which give Sheikha Hind an endless supply of wealth. Her 200-person private team, which includes butlers trained in London and chefs from Paris, makes sure that all of her needs are met. Her yearly budget for clothes alone is more than $10 million, and she has personal shoppers in both Milan and Tokyo. Sheikha Hind's travels and generosity show how much she is known around the world. At Zabeel Palace, she throws parties where 500 people sit in velvet chairs and eat food like saffron-flavored lamb served on gold platters. In her private islands, there are places to stay with underwater dining rooms and glass walls that let people see coral reefs. At her London homes, tea parties are held with premium tea blends served on 18th century china. She rents the yacht Dubai for trips along the French Riviera, which include fireworks shows that cost $500,000. Her private jets take her to Versailles for special fashion shows where she sees collections before they go on sale to the public. These experiences, which cost $50 million a year, make her a global influencer. Even though she is very rich, Sheikha Hind stays out of the public eye and is rarely pictured. Her privacy is protected by a 50-person security team trained in Israel, which makes her even more mysterious. The military-grade encryption used in her palace's communication tools keeps things private. To avoid the paparazzi, she goes under assumed names and with hidden groups. The fact that no one knows about her possessions, which include a $5 million Fabergé egg and a $10 million Steinway piano covered in pearls, makes them more desirable. Because she is rich, no one else can see her private life. What about Sheikha Hind's world of wealth amazes you the most? Share your ideas in the box below. If you're amazed by how rich she is, please like this movie. Sign up to get more looks into the lives of the very rich. Press the bell to stay up to date. Thanks for watching.